grew up in Harare. I have two siblings, an older one and a younger one. My mom was a nurse, ended up being a manager at a hospital. Really passionate about teaching nurses and actually educating midwives on how to deliver on babies. My dad was a sports director and also a teacher. So I guess you can already see where my destiny was aligned by having two people that are in the space of education in their own respects. I majored in finance in university, and how I literally got engaged in education was a transitionary phase within our economy when we went through a bit of a rut, and the only feasible field that was actually paying at the time as a young married man was schools. And so I took a part-time job as a coach, which ended up getting me to actually get into financial accounting at the same organization and also teaching. And that kind of gave me a new lease of purpose with life. I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life in investment banking, but after having had a touch point with some of the kids that I interacted with and just being around the school setup, I realized there was more with the younger generation than I actually bargained for. Then transitioned to South Africa. Still funny enough, thinking I was probably going to get a job in either banking, because in Africa, you normally tie your education qualifications with what you're going to do. I met up with a couple of my friends that were doing exciting work at African Leadership Academy. Post opened in the finance department, and I signed up and I got in. And my world has never been the same ever since then. I currently am the CFO for the AL for education sector, and I engage in a lot of work that requires building the financial infrastructure for startup and middle-age schools. So what that looks like is basically understanding what their finance teams look like, their capacity gaps, their knowledge gaps, and scaling them up to a place where they can actually deliver professional work that communicates performance internally and externally. What am I passionate about? I think now young people on the continent, it's not just tied to education anymore. For a long time I thought the answer to a lot of things would have been education. It is part of it, but I also think it's just being able to tap into the young person's heart and mind and being able to extract that and allow them to be. Some people want to be musicians, and some people don't necessarily have to go to school to be musicians. They just need someone who can actually give them the opportunity, the resources to be able to access that knowledge. Agriculture is an amazing field that I'd like to tap into, medicine. And so I just think the investment in young people on the continent is become the broader vision or the broader passion that I hold in my heart, and just working with different people doing different things on the continent to ensure that we have sustainable growth and we bring out the best of what we were given.